So back in the day, Minecraft spin-off game Minecraft Earth introduced the tropical slime, an exclusive variant of the regular slime where they appear blue instead of green with tropical fish swimming inside them. Not actual fish, it's all animated with game design magic. But Matthew, I hear you ask, with such a cool concept for an exclusive mob that only appear in the spin-off games, why hasn't Mojang added them in the main game? I mean, they've done it before with the glow squid, they're clearly capable of doing it again for the tropical slimes and every other exclusive mobs from the spin-off games. Well, the thing is, Mojang does not seem to like copying and pasting things from their spin-off games into their main game. You know the new breeze mod they added in recently? Yeah, we used to have something similar in Minecraft Dungeons called the wind color. Or that new ghasting mod people were cheering and crying over when it was first announced, and then like 2 days later people started like industrializing them on Twitter. Yeah, it used to look like this. My point being, Mojang is more focused on creating new assets that is somewhat unique from their spin-off games, meaning they're less keen on making a 100% replica of the tropical slimes or any other existing assets from the spin-off games into their main game, meaning we will probably never hear about the tropical slimes ever again. Well, good thing I'm not Mojang. So the first thing I need to do to get this whole project started is to design the slime itself. I mean, it's simple enough. Just get a regular slime model template, extract the green part of its texture, change it to blue, struggle to get it to the right shade, research help online only to realize that a normal tropical slime pixel size is twice of that of the regular slime, find the original texture image for the tropical slime on the wiki, copy and paste them into the model, make a few edits, easy. Okay, so that's the first half of the design process. Now we need to move on to the tropical fish animation part of the tropical slime. But before that, I need to test the model being rendered into the actual game to make sure everything renders properly. And guess what? Everything renders properly. Guys, we did it. We have blue slimes in Minecraft. It kind of reminds me of Terraria, honestly, even though I've never played Terraria. Okay, so comparing the tropical slime, well, at least half of it, and the regular slime, I think I made like the tropical slime body part a bit more clearer, but then again, I think it's gonna be a big help to like help show the animated tropical fish animation. Okay, so I haven't played much with the 1.21 stuff, so I just want to see how well this maze does with these mobs here. Geronimo! Oh, it's like a pogo stick. Guys, new trend. We are gonna use mace. We're gonna use mace with windbirds as pogo sticks. That's the new trend. Pogo mace PvP. Like, just this simple design alone, it looks so sleek, it looks so smooth, so clean. It's almost like it's like, oh my god, what's the, oh my god. Stay away from me! Leave me alone! Ding! Ah! Ding! So adding the tropical fish animation. So how this typically can work is that we need a bunch of image files with each of them having different corresponding frames. Now, the original texture image for the tropical slime has 48 different frames of the fish swimming, which is pretty easy to copy and paste, but it starts getting a bit annoying when you're giving them proper file names. Now, naming and numbering each individual frame files is actually pretty important because you cannot just simply chuck all the images into the mod and then just expect it to just switch to each different frames accordingly. Now, this is the first time I ever did texture animation on a Minecraft entity, but surely I won't mess it up too bad. Okay, so I think I fixed it. It actually looks pretty cool. Like, look at all the fishes swimming in. Okay, finally, I got it fixed. Now let me just speed up the footage to make sure. And yeah, everything seems to be in order. Well, not quite, because we still have a few things to change, like its particle effects and a few other stuff. Okay, so I changed it so that the tropical slime will show the splash particle effect instead of the slime ball one. And another thing that you can kind of notice is that I made the tropical fish animation just a bit tad faster. And there is also one other thing that I changed is that, well, instead of the regular slime dropping a regular slime ball when you kill it, for the tropical slime, when you kill it, of course it will drop the regular slime ball, but it will also drop a tropical fish, just like in Minecraft Earth. Another thing that I also did is that when you try to kill a bigger tropical slime, this is size 2, when you kill it, it will not drop a tropical fish unless you kill one of the smaller ones when you're killing the size 1 size. Yeah. So yeah, when you kill the big tropical slime, there is no tropical fish that is dropped. And let's just try again. No tropical fish, no tropical fish, no tropical fish. But when we kill the smaller ones, tropical fish, tropical fish, tropical fish, Nemo, 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 Nemo. Yeah. Okay, so something that is directly from Minecraft Earth is that when you get a bucket and tap it on when you click it on a tropical slime, you get a bucket of tropical fish. So yeah, a bucket of tropical fish, a bucket of tropical fish, a bucket of tropical fish. And one goofy thing is that despite the size, let me just, yeah, come on. Goodbye. It also affects the bigger size tropical slimes. Go gadget slime reducer. And with that, the tropical slime is done. Well, at least for Mojang's version. See, I want to add a little something extra to the tropical slimes. I know I'm already contradicting myself with what I said in the beginning about making a 100% replica, but I still need a 10-minute video. Okay, so here's my idea. So originally in Minecraft Earth, tropical slimes were said to spawn in jungle biomes, but I wanted to change that since it does kind of make sense for the slimes to spawn in that biome, but not so much for the tropical fish swimming inside them. So I thought to myself, why not just make them spawn in a warm ocean biome? It's one of the few places where tropical fish naturally spawns, and you know, tropical slime blue, water blue, it kind of makes sense. And while I was playing around with this concept, it gave me this idea. See, in warm ocean biomes, tropical fish aren't the only place you can find there. You can also find coral blocks. And it's actually the only place where you can find any coral. I said place, not trade. Which gave me the idea, since tropical slimes already has tropical fish swimming inside them, presumably by just absorbing them, so what if they did the same thing with coral, where they just somehow absorb them and wear them as a hat? I like this idea a lot because it adds a sense of diversity in terms of the different variants it can spawn, and it just makes them a bit more whimsical. I mean, look at them. Now, in order to make the tropical slime spawn with random coral on their head, I need to write a sort of system that stores different data for each different coral variant. So that way when they actually do spawn in the world, they'll be given a random data that tells them to render a specific coral texture on the head. So right now I have 15 different variants. We got the 5 regular coral, the 5 coral fans, both in their side surface of a block form and their top surface of a block form. And you know what? Let's just add a bolt variant to really simulate a true tropical slime civilization. Then I just need to write some code to store those coral variant data, map the loop drops of the variants and the specific coral layer being rendered. And now when they spawn in the world, they'll have a random coral. So yeah, so we got the pink one, we got the yellow one, the blue one, the red one, and the purple one. And whenever you slay a tropical slime with a coral on their head, they'll drop the coral item. Now, another thing that I want to add is their unique way of spawning. Like I mentioned before, the only reason these guys spawn in with coral on the head is because they spawn in a warm ocean biome. But if they were to spawn anywhere else, like let's say
the nether,
they will spawn without the coral. And for that, I wrote it so that whenever they spawn in the world, it will first check to see if it's in the correct biome, being the warm ocean. So if it spawns in that biome, it will have the coral. But then if it were to spawn anywhere else, like here, well, outside of the warm ocean biome, if it spawns outside of it, it won't have the coral. Okay, so let me just demonstrate it again. So we're still technically in the warm ocean biome, so it should still give us the tropical slimes with the coral. So as long as they're still spawning within the warm ocean biome, they'll have the coral. But once we're outside of the warm ocean biome, there we go. So once we're outside of the warm ocean biome, it will not spawn any more coral. Oh, but Matthew, how does it make sense for the coral to stay alive on the tropical slime when they're outside of water? Should they just dry out and die when they do? I don't know, I don't make the mod. Oh no, wait, I do. Okay, so let's say through some fantasy, whimsical Minecraft logic, the coral stays alive no matter where the tropical slime is. It's kind of the same logic with how coral blocks can still stay alive as long as they're right next to a waterlogged block. But let's say in a case where some players just really wanted to see or get a tropical slime with the dead coral variants, or that the tropical slime will have to be somewhere inhumanely hot in Minecraft, which is, you guessed it,
the nether.
So basically my explanation here is that since water just immediately evaporates in
the nether,
the water within the tropical slime also evaporates and immediately dehydrates the coral, even though there's still fish swimming inside them. It may not make too much sense, but then again, it's Minecraft. So I made it a special feature where if a tropical slime with coral gets transported into the nether, the mod will immediately switch that alive coral variant to its dead variant. So just for a demonstration, I programmed the tropical slime to always spawn with the alive coral variants, especially in the nether. And even though that it spawns in the nether, it will still turn into the dead coral variants. So let me just do it again. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there we go. So you can kind of see that it was yellow just now, but then it turned to its dead core variant. Now the change is a bit subtle, especially since you are watching it through YouTube. But once you guys play the mod after I release it on Modrift, you will probably definitely notice the change. Oh, and just in case if anyone wants to use them as like farm animals to like farm coral, you can do that by just shearing them to get the coral, and you can use a bone meal to grow the same type of coral back. The only thing is you cannot grow the coral back for the dead variant because, well, the coral is dead. Oh, and I also made it so that any tropical slime spawning outside of the warm ocean biome just can't grow any coral until you plant a coral yourself. This also means that when you shear this coral out, it was the pink one, and we put it to the blue one, you can squish it. So we get a normal coral, we can plant it, we can shear it off, and you can grow it back, you can shear it off. If you want to switch it to the fan version, you can place it like this. You can shear it off, you can grow it back, you can shear it off. When you're in the sneaking position, you can have the top surface of a block form. And yeah, this basically means you can essentially play that one iPad game with the makeup simulator and pretend that you're changing their hairstyle. Also, never ask me how I know about that game. I was 11. Okay, so we're creating a new world right now. What I'm trying to do is to test the tropical slime spawning mechanic. So now we're here, and yeah, so we got tropical slimes spawning in the jungle biome, and you know what, that's a problem that I'm gonna deal later. And by dealing later, I mean never. So we got some tropical slimes over here, some tropical slimes over here, over here, over here. I might need to amend the code eventually to make sure they only spawn at nighttime. And now when we go to the warm ocean biome, let me see. Okay, so I created a few platforms here, and you can kind of see, yeah, they just like now start to spawn with coral because we're right in a warm ocean biome. And yeah, the tropical slime is done. For the most part. Now, before I end this video, I just want to quickly say that this is no way an open letter to say that Mojang is lazy or Mojang isn't trying hard enough. And I cannot really speak on behalf of the entire company since I am not affiliated with them at all. But what I will say is that sure, Mojang does indeed have the capabilities to recreate the Monster Hunter spin-off games and do even more crazier stuff. April Fool's update. But why do that when they can just spend time introducing new stuff that brings a whole new perspective to the game? Adding new mobs, adding new mechanics, adding new lore even. The baby gas from dungeons would be pretty boring and redundant if they didn't consider adding a new game lore perspective and a new way of interacting with them when making the Happy Guest update if they just recreate them at face value. And you know, giving them a better game design. And sure, you can make the argument they can still simply recreate some stuff on the site for some updates, they've already done it a few times before, but they still need to revamp certain things as well to make sure they're not redundant features, a complete copy of something, or have a negative reflection on the game itself. If Mojang was forced to simply recreate the copper golem with the same features introduced in the mob instead of what we have now, or they would simply be just chickens in a box with pressure plates with a maintenance period. And if Mojang didn't add glow insect drops for the glow squid, something that did not exist at all for Minecraft Earth, I'm pretty sure people would still continue complaining about what is essentially a retexture mob if they didn't do a revamp on the glow squid. And you know, be more mad at a certain someone. And I'm actually glad they have this sort of mindset because again, it adds more unique content that actually fits the vibe of the game. Sometimes, and explores new things in terms of game mechanics, lore, and the overall possibilities of Minecraft. And sure, this does mean that we may not see the tropical slimes in the near future, or even ever. At the very least, there's still people out there, somewhere, who can help us cope with the things that we've lost. Like making them in mods, which is also why I'm here today. So yeah, that is about everything for the tropical slimes. If you guys like this type of content, you can always like and subscribe to support the channel and join the Discord server to see sneak peeks of future stuff. Oh, and in case if I haven't released the download link for the mod in the description by the time this video is out, don't worry, I will make a public announcement whenever the mod is ready. And yeah, have fun with it with however you want to have fun with it. And yeah, good night.